Have you ever looked at a product and thought, I have to have this? What makes some things an instant yes while others are a hard maybe? Well, today we're diving deep into the framework for creating offers so powerful, so compelling that customers feel like they're making a mistake if they don't buy. This is the secret sauce behind the $100 million offer. And this right here is the whole philosophy in a nutshell. It's not about being a slick salesperson. It's about engineering a deal where saying yes is the most logical, rational, and obvious choice for your customer. You want them to almost feel silly for even considering walking away.
Okay, that sounds fantastic, right? But how in the world do you actually build something like that? That's what we're here to unpack. And to get there, first we have to talk about the number one enemy that keeps most businesses stuck. It's called the commodity trap. And, it's this dangerous place where your business becomes basically invisible, just another option in a sea of sameness. And once you're in that trap, you're not competing to win. You're just competing to survive. So what is a commodity? It's basically any product or service where the customer can't tell the difference between you and your competitors, so they just default to the only thing they can compare, the price tag. Think about it. When you're buying salt, do you care about the brand? Probably not. You just grab the cheapest one. That's a race to the bottom, and it's a terrible business to be in. So really, every business faces this choice. You can play the price game, battling it out with everyone else, fighting over razor-thin margins. Or you can play the value game. You stop focusing on cost and start focusing obsessively on the outcome you deliver for the customer. When you do that, you create your own category, and you can charge what you're actually worth. Our goal? To get you from the left side of the screen to the right. So how do we make that jump? The answer, the escape hatch from that commodity trap, is what Alex Hormozi calls the Grand Slam offer. This is your ticket to a completely different league. Now, this is way more than just a 20% off sale. A Grand Slam offer is a whole new way of thinking. It's a high-ticket package with a value proposition that nobody else can match. It's backed by a guarantee so strong it removes all risk. It's so well structured that you can actually make money the moment a new customer says yes. It's a total business model overhaul. All right, enough theory, let's make this concrete. We're going to look at an ad agency that transformed its entire business by scrapping its old boring offer and creating a Grand Slam offer. And trust me, the results are, well, you'll see. Just look at the difference here. The old offer is what every other agency does. Pay us a monthly fee and we'll, manage your ads. All the risk is on the client. But the Grand Slam offer, it completely flips the script. They say, we promise you appointments. You only pay us if people actually show up. They guarantee 20 leads, and then they stack on bonuses like coaching and scripts to make sure those leads turn into sales. They stopped selling a service and started selling a guaranteed result. And here's the punchline. With their old offer, they were literally losing money on ads, getting 50 cents back for every dollar they spent. Ouch. With the Grand Slam offer, they got an 11.2x return. That's not just a little better, that's a 22 times bigger result. They went from burning cash to basically printing it, all by changing what they sold, not how they sold it. A 22x increase, that sounds like some kind of sorcery, right? But it's not magic, it's math. To build an offer this powerful, you first have to understand the hidden formula that drives every single purchasing decision. This is it. This is the whole game, the value equation. Whether we know it or not, our brains are running this calculation for everything we buy. Value is the dream result the customer wants, multiplied by how likely they believe it is they'll get it. All of that divided by how long it'll take and how much work it'll be for them. So your job as an offer creator is to pull on these 4 levers. You want to crank the top 2 numbers up as high as they can go, make the dream outcome massive, and their belief that they'll get it almost certain. And at the same time, you want to crush the bottom 2 numbers down to 0, make it happen instantly with almost no effort on their part. And here's the crazy part. It's all about perception. Here's a great example. People in tall buildings used to complain constantly about how slow the elevators were. So what did? They didn't install faster engines, they installed mirrors. The elevator ride wasn't a single second quicker, but because people were busy looking at themselves, the wait felt shorter. Perception is reality. Okay, so we've got the formula, we understand the psychology. Now for the fun part. How do we actually put this into action and build our own Grand Slam offer? Well, it breaks down into 5 straightforward steps. Here's your roadmap. Step 1, you have to get crystal clear on your customer's dream outcome. Then, you list every single problem, roadblock, and fear that's stopping them from getting there. Step 3, you turn all of those problems into solutions.
These become the building blocks of your offer. Then you figure out how you're going to deliver those solutions. And finally, you bundle the best of them together into one single irresistible package. And when you're working on that first step, identifying the dream outcome, please remember this. Nobody wants to buy the airplane ticket. They want to buy the vacation. They don't care about the vehicle, they care about the destination. Always sell the holiday.
All right, we've built the core offer, which is already amazing. But now it's time to pour gasoline on the fire. This is the final layer where we use powerful psychological triggers to crank up demand and make people feel like they have to act right now.
These are your secret weapons: scarcity and urgency. Tap into that deep-seated fear of missing out. Bonuses make the value proposition feel even bigger. A killer guarantee completely erases any doubt or risk in the customer's mind. And a simple, clear name makes it obvious who this is for and what problem it solves. You stack these on top of your core offer, and it becomes truly magnetic. And let's talk about bonuses for a second, because the psychology here is fascinating. You could sell one really amazing kitchen knife for $100. Or you could sell that exact same knife, but then say, and if you buy now, we'll throw in this set of 37 steak knives absolutely free. The perceived value just explodes. Breaking your offer into pieces and stacking them as bonuses makes the whole thing feel way more valuable. And please don't have a boring guarantee. A 30-day money-back promise is just white noise today. Nobody even hears it. Now compare that to a guarantee like this one. It's bold, it's memorable, and it shows an insane level of confidence in what you're selling. That's how you build trust and stand out from the crowd. So I want to leave you with this question. Forget all the tactics for a second. The entire foundation of a Grand Slam offer is solving a real painful problem for someone. So think about your ideal customer. What is the single biggest thing they're struggling with? Start right there, apply this value equation, and you'll be on your way to building an offer so good they'd feel stupid saying no.